Welcome to today's snack. We have 2 rounds on the board. You can take a look on the screen at what we have going on. Let's get started on the ground with our feet nice and wide. I like to put my hands on the ground, and let's not miss this opportunity to get some anti-shoulder shrug in. So I'm gonna push the ground away, keep my shoulders as far down from my ears as possible. Now I'm gonna keep both sides of my butt cheeks in contact with the ground and drop my knees back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now for the next 4, resist, get to that point, and then give in just barely till both knees tap the ground. We're gonna do this on each side twice. 1 more time on each side. Oh, feels great on the hips, doesn't it? Keep your feet nice and wide here. Okay, now we're gonna flip over. We're gonna get into a pike position, trying to get our chest to drive to our thighs. I'm gonna rock forward into a plank, spread my fingers wide and go for a push-up. And then I bring my right foot to the outside of my right hand. Drop your back knee down to the ground into this runner's lunge. Go ahead and drop your elbow and spin open towards the ceiling. Now we're gonna go back to that pike position. Get a big push here and then rock forward, another push up. And then we're gonna switch legs. Get the opposite side in so we're even. Drop your elbow, big spin up towards the ceiling, pushing the ground away with your hand on the floor. Back to your pike, another push up. Now this time you're gonna bring your knee to the outside of your hand, sit into a nice little comfy pigeon pose, feeling this nice into the glutes. It's another word for your rumpa-dump. Back to a pike, plank, push up. Bring your left knee out to the left hand. Sink into it. Some deep breaths here. Relax into it. And go back into that plank position. Jump your feet to the outside of your hands. Come to a full stand. We're gonna go for 4 more. Hands down, lock your knees out into a strong plank position. Pop your hips up to the ceiling. Feet land flat, stand up all the way. That's 2, 3. Don't worry about going fast, nail the position. 4. Now when I'm in the plank position here, I'm thinking about bumping my butt up towards the ceiling. It's almost like an upside down V up. Okay, now that we're up here, we're gonna stop up here. We're gonna go for 8 squats. Try to get a little bit lower each time. Once you keep your weight in your heels and your chest nice and tall. 2, I find it really helpful to drive my knees out wide. 3, so that they go over my pinky toes. 4, but even though you're driving those knees out, keep your big toe down. 5, 6, 7, my hips draw back and down, and 8. We'll get back down to the ground here for those knee drops. We're gonna do 2, where both of our butt cheeks stay in contact with the ground. Then we're gonna cave to the next 4. This is 1 more. Okay, now this time, I'm gonna take my hands off the ground as they rotate over. I'm gonna line my chest with the middle of my knee and lean forward. I'll do another one so you can see. So I'm gonna keep my hands out in front. I'm gonna line my chest up to the center of my knee and bow forward. We're gonna do this 1 more time on each side. Bow forward. Last one. Now we're gonna do that whole pike runner's lunge push-up sequence. Here we go. Pike, chest to thighs, rock forward, push up. Right foot to right hand, drop back knee to the ground. Bring your elbow to the floor. Spin your hand open towards the ceiling, keeping your shoulder away from your ear. Return your hand to the floor, step back, return to your pike position. Rock forward to plank, give a push-up. Bring your left foot to your left hand, drop your back knee to the ground. Bring your elbow to the arch of your foot, press the ground away as you spin open towards the ceiling. Return your hand to the floor, return back to your pike position. Rock forward to plank, hit a push-up. Bring your right knee to your right hand, sinking into a pigeon position. Focus on your breathing here. As you exhale, relax into it. Tuck your back toe, return back to your pike. Rock forward to your plank, give a push-up. Bring your left knee to the left hand. Sink down into your pigeon. Again, big inhale. As you exhale, sink into it a little bit more, surrender. We're gonna turn back to that plank position. Pike my hips towards the ceiling. Land my feet by my hands and come to a full stand. Lock your hips and your knees out. Return back to the ground. And up. 2. Again, this is less about how fast we go and more about hitting really strong positions. My arms are pushing, my legs are pushing. 3, 2 more. 4, last one. 5. Now we're gonna go for 8 more air squats, going as low as we can while keeping our weight into our heels. You should be able to wiggle your toes. 1, 2. Remember, spend time in a squat. 3, to get better at your squats. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Thank you for joining me for today's snack. Make your day a great one.